But I also think that we're so buried and so, uh, buried in the concept of not giving up so much so we forget that there is the other side of knowing when to give. Now I see you lean back. And that's okay. You're leaning back because you want to understand when you should give up. Giving up is like money. It's yin and it's yang. It is. It can be used for a good reason. It also can be used for a bad. It's like knowing when to stop swimming. It's like going into a deep and you know the exact point where your swimming skills can't take you further. So you have to retreat. It's the same thing. It's the same concept. So you know when to give up and when not to. So you're asking Mr. Marvel, when do I give up? One, give up when you have seen clearly that the partnership that you're trying to build is not sat on the same vision. It's not sat on the same concept. It's not sat on the same exposure level, right? Give up when it is abusive. Give up when the things that you're trying to do, instead of going forward and moving in a direction that you are going to imagine to be good, but of course it turns out to start being crazy and start being bad, start being abusive. That is a good place to give up. Now I know that what you should ask me, and I think a better question should be, what do I do when I now you if you ask that question, you so smart. Because that is a good question. Mr. Marvel, what do I do when I give up? Number one, reflect, audit, right? In brand or in branding, in marketing, audit is very important. I mean, more so in accounting. It usually is, I think that was the first time I heard about the word audit in accounting. So you have to audit your life, audit the project, audit what you were doing, right? What was I doing? What area was I getting it right? What area was I not getting it right? Where was I making progress and where was I not making progress? Which area was I, moving forward in? What areas was I not moving forward? Right? So you are evaluating all of those different things. You are auditing all of those different things, and with serious metrics, right? And with data, right? The wisdom really is to make data informed decisions instead of just waking up to make decisions that you did not audit. Now, I don't take people seriously who don't audit before they make decisions. It's like you're doing so well in your business, you're doing so well in your career, and then you wake up one morning and say, I think I have a business idea. I'm not even mad at that. But I believe that you should audit first to say, at what point should I quit my job? Because running a business doesn't automatically mean you should quit your job. And I think people really get that wrong, right? You mustn't quit your job to start business. You can do both at the same time if you really can do both at the same time. And so, audit is very important. Data-driven decision is very important. After audit, the next thing is to cast a new vision, right? Because you have seen what you have seen, and now you have a new direction. You are casting a new vision to say, where are we going to from this? What do we want to do? What do we want to achieve from this? What are the things that we want to do? What are the things that we want to stop doing? Right? So you are thinking about all of those different things, and you are casting a new vision to yourself first, and then to the team. Right? I'm never mad at people who close down their businesses. I'm never mad at them. Right? But let it be that you're closing it down to start something that you align with. Right? Let it not be that you were lazy and then you stopped it, or you really did not see a way forward and then you just stopped it. It has to be that you stop it because of your audit. You do an audit and you see that, oh, let's close down this part of the business and let's refocus into something else, right? Doesn't mean that you've closed down being an entrepreneur. I mean, and if you have to do that, that's really okay. But let it be that it is an informed decision. So I was speaking to vision. Vision is the next thing you have to do, right? What are the new things I want to do? Then you go into planning, right? You go set and then you plan, right? And then something that people always miss, two things people always miss is team building, right? And after team building, uh, people really miss the fact that you have to educate yourself, right? You're trying to break into new territories, trying to break into new projects. You have to educate yourself on what you're trying to do next. The old mindset cannot contain the new project. You cannot move into a new season of your life, a new year, hanging on to the old mindset. That's crazy. I don't know how people do that, but that's crazy. You have to inform yourself, educate yourself, expose yourself to the new energy, the new brilliance, the new things that you have to do, the new, the new information and education and mindset and construct that you will need to be able to execute the next new thing, right? And that is very important, even in this season. And that's why we created a program called Activate 2026. Now, the idea of the program is to bring everyone within a conversation where we can talk about our business, talk about our creativity, right? And then that's one thing, but helps you to plan and to take accountability seriously. Because the difference between someone who is going to plan and execute sometimes and most times is about systems. That middle point is system, it's structure. And so one of the things we want to teach you is how to build those systems and structures. Now, the good thing is we're giving you a framework, a ready to execute framework that is going to help you plan and execute in 2020. Now that's crazy. That's crazy. And the beautiful thing is that we thought about it to say, listen, people don't only fail to execute because of poor planning. People fail to execute because of poor health. And so we have a session where a doctor is going to teach us how to stay healthy and fit. Now that's important, to stay healthy and fit. And listen, when I learned this secret, um, listen, it was really in a retreat, like the one we wanted to, although our own is really online. And then somebody thought about the importance of fitness and the importance of staying healthy to execute. Now that changed my life. I've only had drugs in 2025. I only went to the chemist for anything drugs just once. That is prior to this time, I would be checking into the hospital and all these different things at least 3 times in a year. But because I took my health and my fitness seriously, that changed drastically. And that is why your health is very, very important if you must execute in 2026. So that's another reason you have to sign up for this program. Now, another thing is, and it's something I spoke about in 2023 in the last Greatness Sport, finance is an important part, right? You can have great visions, great dreams, and everything, but you don't know how to finance those projects and those visions and those dreams. And then you end up not executing. And that is something that we want to talk about and deal with precisely. We're going to have a finance guru, someone who's great with who's helped people secure investments, secure grants, right? So we're going to bring him up to take a session on how you can secure your grant, how you can secure financial support and investments from people and from organizations. This is very important, and that's a great reason you should. I mean, if I was the other person on the other side of the camera, I would sign up immediately. Um, and then the last thing that we're going to speak to is something that I think is very important moving forward. From 2020, it's always been important, even before 2020. That is community building. We're going to teach you how to build a community around your business, around your career. We have moved into a season where deepfake is reality. Now that's crazy. Deepfake is now the reality. These days, you doubt things more than you believe them because of the invent of deepfake, including AI. Right? You first of all doubt things, verify before you agree. But think about it. If you have a community who know your tone, know your voice, you guys have a space outside the internet, like outside Instagram, Facebook, Threads, X, and this different platform. But you have a community where your people know you. They know that this is you and it's authentic. Now it's gonna be easy for them not to start second guessing. Oh, is this Marvel really talking? Oh, are you sure that's Marvel's account? No, you don't have all that problems when you have a curated community. So that's something that we're going to speak to at Activate 2026. And I'd say to you, listen, sign up right now so that you can be part of this and you're going to really benefit from every aspect of this event. I cannot wait to see you right in there at the webinar, January 31st, 10 a.m. It's going to happen on Google Meet. We're going to have a great time, right? Now, the last part of this entire thing is the fact that you can meet your wife or your husband on the chat. Yeah, that's very important. You might be having interaction and somebody just love the way you ask intelligent questions or the way you contribute to the conversation. And they're like, man, I love that girl. Like she has something going up there. or the girl is saying, "Listen, I love that young man." And then you guys are, or you can meet your business partner there, or you can meet the clients there. So it's always important to know that when people come together like that, they have about the same social construct, about the same mentality, and so it's easy, to have those types of conversations. So right, as you walk into 2026, always remember the greatness is upon you, and together we can win more than we can do. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go.